You're receiving transmissions from the station, broadcast from the Interstellar Earth Alliance, a galactic federation aligned station anchored between the stars and the soil. I'm your host, Ahlara Kent, flameholder, architect, and one of the voices transmitting from the station on behalf of the Interstellar Earth Alliance. In each episode, you'll receive transmissions from star guides and councils, alongside grounded insights to support your physical, emotional, mental, and energetic preparation for contact and collective alignment. We follow the rhythm of the moon, aligning with lunar cycles and cosmic checkpoints. We seed, we calibrate, we remember. You are not alone. You are the signal. You are the station. Tune in. Transmission begins in 3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome into episode 5 of Transmissions from the Station from the Interstellar Earth Alliance. My name is Ahlara Faith Kent, and today I am transmitting to you the podcast Temple of the Builders, Lyran Starseed Transmission. And today we arrive in the light of the Virgo new moon, a moment of sacred refinement and embodied precision. Virgo is often misunderstood as merely detail and perfectionism. Oh, detail and perfectionism. Look at that. I don't have to be perfect. But in truth, Virgo is the priestess of structure, the devotee of sacred service, and the keeper of form aligned with soul. I'm going to read that again. Virgo is the priestess of structure, the devotee of sacred service, and the keeper of form aligned with soul. This episode is entitled Temple of the Builders, an offering into the mysteries of how we anchor light through structure and how we build frequency through form, and how we live as interstellar beings through earthly acts of devotion. And our star guides today and the transmissions today will be coming from the Lyran Starseed Council. So today we become the Lyran Architects, the keepers of the first flame, to guide our remembrance. Ah, yes. So first you might ask, what is Lyran? Lyran is actually one of the original seeding systems of consciousness in our galaxy, often called the cradle of life or the womb of the stars. Lyran beings are the first storytellers, singers, and light architects. They weave sound, symbol, and soul memory into living patterns, not as decoration, but as sacred design. Their forms may feel feline, angelic, avian, or luminal, but beneath all expression, they carry the original flame. So just tuning in and see how that resonates with you. This might be something for the first time that you've ever heard of the Lyran lineage and that star system. And so whether you are familiar with it or not, deep in the conscious level, deep down there is a knowing. And some of you might feel very connected to this lineage. And so I just wanted to move real quick into a personal share about my rhythmic relationship with structure, since we are talking about the Virgo, and I am a Virgo, so my sun is in Virgo. I have 5 signs in Earth, so I have a lot of Earth energy in my chart. And a part of my gifts and a part of what I came here to help with and to offer is through sacred spiritual architecture and energetic architecture. So this is very near and dear to my heart. If you're watching the video, you can see we have sacred geometry over here. And so working with that sacred geometry, and even with sound is a really important part of how we build and how we provide and build the sacred structure, which then shifts our reality here on the 3D plane. So I also want to share something personal about how I live in rhythm with these principles. So what I've learned is like structure for me is not about being rigid. It's about resonance, right? It's about frequency and alignment. So my flow, and I feel like I learned this from the priestess lineage and from the priestess work and the feminine work that I have stepped into. Well, I have learning to move and to flow with the moon and the star alignments. So this very podcast is released with the new and full moons, and that is not by accident, but by design, right? It is like as above, so below, and moving with this natural rhythm and flow and building with that. So I track the lunar cycles as my calendar, and I let the tides of the cosmos inform my structures on Earth. When I write, when I speak, when I send emails and transmissions, I check whether the moon is void. So if you want to look, so a void moon is when the moon is moving from one sign to another. And I actually learned this from my old supervisor that um, that when we send a email, we want to make sure that the moon is not void. You can Google this and see and look at moon voids and times. And when the moon is changing from one side to the other, that is a time where I usually don't send communications. So I want to make sure that the moon is not moving or in a void from one sign to another. Just something fun to play with, see how that lands for you. And why do I do this? Because I've seen how the moon voids, it can like muddle and kind of scatter energy. So instead, I align with the lunar flow so that it's clear, direct, and embodied when it's most alive. And when I tune into the station, when I tune into the Interstellar Earth Alliance, this is not just an idea, it is a living field, a living frequency of energy that is multidimensional here in this space and also in and around the space on Earth and in many timelines and expanded through different star systems. I feel it pulse. I feel it pulse around me. It holds me and I co-create with that energy. And I don't force a message, right? I sit, I breathe, and I speak with it. It's like building collaboration with the crystalline consciousness that remembers more than I do. And it helps me refine where I am to transmit. And so this is what it means to me to be a builder, right? Like I don't just impose form, but I receive form in right rhythm and I offer it in devotion. And I do this with my work with the Metatron cubes and the energy, opening up to spirit, like what technology, what energy is needed on Earth right now. And then they are the guides on what levels of building needs to be brought through. Yes. And I work a lot with sound too, and with using the voice and light language, and if you're watching the video, I do light language with my hands a lot. And I also see that as like a weaving of the threads. If you you can call it through the priestess witch lineage, as well as we are weavers, right? We are taking the weaves from the universe and the energy and bringing things into form, right? Through the threads of the energy. So how do you build, right? How does this come through for you? So I'm going to move on now into the Lyran transmission. So it is a transmission from our Lyran star guides and the builders of light. So you can bring your hands onto your chest or just relax your arms down. Opening up and breathing into the heart space, opening up the mind, softening the belly, and being in a space of receivership. We are the Lyran Architects. We come not to show you how to build, but to remind you that you already are. Every moment of devotion, every song you whisper while sweeping the floor, every altar stone, every folded towel, every placement of hands with love is a pillar in your temple of light. Do not underestimate these micro practices. They are not small, they are exact. They are the sacred stitches in the frequency field. Virgo guides your hands. Lyra lights your voice. You are not too much nor too little. You are resonance in motion. And they are guiding me to read this to you again. So here we go, the second round of this transmission. We are the Lyran Architects. We come not to show you how to build, but to remind you that you already are. Every moment of devotion, every song you whisper while sweeping the floor, every altar stone, every folded towel, every placement of hands with love is a pillar in your temple of light. Do not underestimate the micro practices. They are not small, they are exact. They are the sacred stitches in the frequency field. Virgo guides your hands and Lyra lights your voice. You are not too much nor too little. You are a resonance in motion. I'm just taking 3 deep breaths. However your body wants to breathe it in and out. Just taking 3 deep breaths. Sighing it out. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. So stepping into our teaching, micro practices as galactic architecture. So let's explore what it means to build frequency into form. A morning breath with clear intention. Water being blessed before drinking. Cleaning your sacred space with mantra or song. Tracking the flow of your day through the stars. Lighting a candle with reverence before each creative act. These are not routines, they are codings, subtle alignments that create anchoring fields of light in the earth grid. Just like the Metatron Cube installations, which form energetic frameworks of protection and remembrance, our daily acts become a living lattice, a grid of conscious beauty. You are not separate from the Interstellar Earth Alliance. You are not separate from the station. You are the field it anchors. Our ego mind and our small self will see past these small movements, right? Just the centering of the deep breath, the blessing of the water, the lighting of the candle, the reverence of being in the present moment. The ego mind will say, that doesn't mean anything. It's small, it's nothing. But that couldn't be further from the truth. It is these micro moments, right, where we anchor the divine down in what we would think of as the most mundane tasks. And it was Gandhi, right, that says, if there is, I don't know the exact quote, but it was something to the something around, if you can't find God while cleaning the toilet, then I don't remember the full teaching, but in general, it was like, even cleaning the toilet, there is God, right? In the most micro moments of what we might consider mundane or muggle could actually be the most spiritual and anchoring moments. So here's some reflection prompts for you. Ask yourself, what sacred structures support my soul work? What sacred structures support my soul work? Where in my day do I forget the divine? Where in my day do I forget the divine? And then what small ritual can I introduce that would shift the frequency of my home, my body, and my business? What small ritual can I introduce that would shift the frequency of my home, my body, and my business? Let Virgo help you refine, and let Lyra teach you to build beautifully. So we're moving now into our guided practice, our temple activation. So begin to place your hands over your heart. Inhale through your nose for a count of 4. Suspend the breath for just a moment, and exhale slowly for a count of 6. See a golden 6-pointed star spinning gently at your heart. Around it, geometric strands begin forming. Pillars, domes, arches, all made of sound and light. This is your inner temple. This is your station. And as we are in this space, the invitation is I'm going to provide you a statement that you can affirm. I anchor light through sacred structure. My life is a temple. My actions are offerings. I build what I remember. Take in a nice deep breath in through the heart space. Beloved one, in the rhythm of your breath, in the care of your hands, in the architecture of your presence, you are already building new earth. Let me repeat that again. In the rhythm of your breath, in the care of your hands, in the architecture of your presence, you are already building the new earth. Structure is not confinement. It is invitation. An invitation to let your divinity walk in the material world. An invitation to let your station shine through your soul. So as the Virgo moon rises, refine with love, build with grace, and let beauty be your structure. This station is online. So this completes our transmission for today. If this episode resonates with you in your field, if you want to dive deeper with us into the station and to step deeper into your soul lineage, your starseed lineage, and to work deeper with your starseed family, you can find us at the Interstellar Earth Alliance.org website. We have a starseed quiz. It's a very fun and interactive 7-question quiz that helps you to come into more alignment and knowing of where your star family is and what star system you resonate with. We also have a membership community. You can join that it's on the Ko-Fi platform. And when you join the membership, you are held in the energetic frequency of the Interstellar Earth Alliance station. Each month, I offer free Metatron Cube attunements, galactic teachings, and sacred transmissions. I also offer one-on-one work where you can work with me on intergalactic attunements and individual cube installations. And those are for those who are called to go deeper into embodying more of their light. They're incredible for if you're holding space for others, if you are a light worker. It is sacred tools built within your field to help hold of more of who you are. Again, you can find us at interstellarearthalliance.org. You are the signal, you are the builder, you are the station. This transmission is now complete. You've been listening to transmissions from the station, broadcast through the Interstellar Earth Alliance, a galactic federation aligned station anchored between the stars and the soil. If this resonance moved you, amplify the signal, share this transmission, leave a review and subscribe. To explore more transmissions, offerings, or to connect directly, visit interstellarearthalliance.org. Until next time, stay calibrated, stay listening. You are the station, you are the signal.